Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 01 of 1 back again. We had a couple of issues. This piece of pipe right here broke. And then, so that's why I had to put this thing up here to re-vacuum out the entire area over here. Additionally, we had a catastrophic loss of CO2 inside of our greenhouse, and all of our ferns died. It wasn't like a break in the seal or anything like that. It's just the oxygen wasn't being removed fast enough, and the CO2 was being depleted too quickly to keep the plants alive. And I was over here messing around trying to fix the issue over here and not paying attention to what was going on over there. So, things happen. So we'll go over there and kind of check things out again. I tried. I spent a little bit of time over there getting everything to sort of get back up to, proper percentage. But then I was thinking about it, and it's like, all right, I have enough oxygen to last me a little while, right? So should I just go, like, completely ignore, what's going on over here, because it's not super critical anymore. And then, yeah, so you can see we got, this is cooling. Oh, that's actually cooling really, really quickly. Okay, well, we'll just pump it over there. So the CO2 percentage in here should now be higher, which is good. But let me just bring this up real quick. We'll take a look at the situation here. Okay, next. Okay. So you can see we're almost up to 50% CO2 now, and we've reduced the oxygen in here from about 90% to 50%. So there's still a little bit of nitrogen in here, but the temperature is staying pretty steady. So eventually I'll be able to replant in here if I want to. I've got 17 fern seeds. I don't know if I want to waste any more though, because as I said, I do have enough. Oh, that's too cold. Sorry. I do have enough in here to replant, but as you can see, I've got 12 spaces here and only 17 of these. So if I do and these die again, it could be an issue. So, I'm thinking what we do is we just keep working on our CO2 system, and we try to get that up and running over there so we can pressurize the greenhouse, big greenhouse, and then we can start planting stuff over there. And because the volume of space inside of there is so much bigger, it'll take a lot longer for the plants to run through all of the CO2 in there, so they should survive longer here. Now, there are some things that I'm going to have to do. So this is our generation line right here. I was looking into making astroloy, and so this is new here too. So I've got, these are all set up to be astroloy. I tried making them over here on this basic furnace, and I'm like, why isn't this working? So I had, pressure was correct, temperature was correct. The mix of materials was correct, but it wouldn't make it. And that's because I had forgotten that you can only make the advanced things in here. So not only do I need to figure out some way to get this thing up and running again, but yeah, I have to figure this out. So you can see I've disconnected the pollutant here. It's been a trial, to say the least. Now this should be dropping into here. I don't know why it's not. Oh, what? Okay, so that's why things are breaking, because like that should just... Okay, so is that just going down there already and that's just what's left? Okay, because if I do this, right, then that starts building up in stress. So we've got a lot of... Okay. So I think the issue here is I have too much pressure in the pipe right now. And so it's not really doing what it needs to do. Okay, so then I need to control how much pressure is in here. And then make sure that it stays below a certain amount. I don't know. So this is all just pollutant in here, right? So I'm going to need to get this to somehow... I mean, I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. It's got to go here or something, and we've got to put it in there with a regulator or something, like a back pressure regulator, so that way we only have so much pressure in there at any given time. And then also I did a whole bunch of, yeah, I think I did this at the end of the last video. So we've got bunches of pieces and parts of everything over here, so that's all good. We're gonna need a regulator, and we're just gonna keep moving, and hopefully we'll get something that actually works. Do I have iron? Iron is here. Okay. That can go over there. So this is all the iron I have left. That's gonna be an issue, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, so then gold and copper. So we'll take the gold, put it over here, take the copper. I know I just completely mixed those up, but it's fine. All right, so back pressure regulator. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna set this up. Oh, hey, there's the rest of the iron. Okay, whatever, it's fine. Okay, so how to do this in a way that actually makes sense? I'm thinking instead of running all the way out here and then all the way over in here, we just run this across the edge here. So let me do that. We're gonna need this and, well, hang on, let me just set these up first. Okay. All right, and then this would then go forward this way, and then we can take this out, get that going that way, and then take out the other side, get that going the other way. Okay. Then we can take this out. Hopefully this doesn't break or anything. That'd be very, very awkward if it did. Okay. So that's that. And now I can go directly off of here into, I don't know, some sort of, I don't know, ceiling system, I guess. All right, so then this has to go on top of here. And then we're gonna want the back pressure regulator, and that's gotta go that way. And I also have to get power over here somehow. And then this has to go onto here somewhere, I don't know. It's gotta connect somewhere. So let's just get this going for now. And then eventually I'll clean this up so it looks a little bit nicer. I'm just assuming that it has to go in here somewhere. So like if I were to put this over here, get rid of this thing entirely because I don't think we need it. I mean, it's nice to have, but just don't think I need it. All right, take that out. Then this will just run. Yeah, I can run this directly up, or is that gonna, no, that's in the way. Okay. So let's not run it up here. Let's run it up on this one. Okay, and we'll run this up to the ceiling. Okay, so that goes there, and then we need to get this to go down and connect in, so let's do that. Okay. Now, what is our current pressure inside of here? 18. So if I set this to like 10, or do I need to set this less than whatever the condensing pressure is? I don't know, actually. We'll set it at 10 megapascals for now. So it'll drain out. So 10,000, confirm. There we go. So that is going to be our 10 megapascals. We will turn this on. And then that should be emptying that. Or doing something. Okay, pressure is dropping. Good. Temperature in here. Okay, so we're going to need more power. So that's another thing I'm going to have to look at. So all of this needs to be on and doing its thing. And then that'll be starting to drop that down, which will in turn drop this down. And eventually we'll get to the point where we have CO2 that we can actually use. But for now, that needs to keep dropping. And we need more CO2, so there's that as well. And then with the pollutant that I've got in here currently, I don't know if I'm going to need all of this piping here, so I'll take it out for now. Gotta be very, very careful not to... Now granted, these ones in the middle here, frames, they just go upstairs, so it's not going to be a big thing if that dies or breaks or comes apart for whatever reason. Okay, so there's that. Also, we had a storm, and so I'm going to have to fix those because they probably have a little bit of damage on them. All right. So, you can go out to there for now. All right, let's see, what can I do in here? Okay, so that is currently making more stuff. We have... That should have, yeah, okay, so we have 234 liters of liquid pollutant right now. So that's good. It's keeping the temperature down, which is also good. All right, and then what do we have in here? 19.4 megapascals, okay. And then is this still, yes, okay, so let's take that apart. And then we'll let that drop out. It shouldn't take too long. And then I did also get some pure volatiles out of here. So not very much, but, you know, a little bit. And then this is going to be kind of like our mix right here, which, you know, has some more stuff in there. So this needs to start working on all of this to get the CO2 out. And I put in the little pumps here, and I think they only need to be at 2 to work properly. So let's get that down. So basically, this pressure here should not be increasing. So you increase this until it is no longer increasing. Same here. Oh, okay. So I will put this one in here at 3 as well. And then that should be dropping that. All right, good. And then that should be processing out using the minimal amount of power. I mean, granted, I could like micro adjust it as well and do like decimal places, but it's fine. All right. So I need power, I need water, I need air. Okay, so power being the easiest. And then this should be empty now. It's been running long enough. Is that, okay, yeah. So we pumped everything out of there that we possibly could. That is fine there. Air, we'll do that. We're at 6.25 megapascals, so we are actively cycling all of the oxygen out of here and then pumping it into here or plugging it into there. So we have a fair amount of oxygen left, about as much as what they give us when we first start here, so it should last me a while. So I'm not really too worried about that. I do have to check on the water. I think we're good. Yeah, 46 liters, so yeah, more than good enough on the water. Now, eventually it'll get to the point, well, no, because I think I have this set up to check for oxygen percentage equal to 50% or something. So regardless, we should still be able to chill in here, even without the ferns. So should be fine. I'm just waiting for that hygiene thing to go away. Do I need food? Could probably eat. That is another thing that I'm gonna have to worry about, though, is we're gonna start running out of food pretty soon. So we have a little bit of nitrogen in here, but I don't think we have enough. Is that straight nitrogen in there? So I could dump the nitrogen in here and then grow some soybeans, and then I could make some canned stuff. But I'm thinking probably not a good idea. Still waiting for the hygiene warning to go away. Like, hygiene is increasing, mood is increasing, so I don't know. Okay, so hygiene warning just went away. Give it a little bit longer. I'll just keep running back and forth. Like, they should make it so that, like, if you're like relaxing in a chair or whatever, like your hygiene increases faster or something like that. I mean, granted, I know I could just like put a shower in here and then it'd be instant, but meh. All right, I think that should be all right for now. So let's keep moving on all of our stuff, because it is going to be important that we get that running, or up and running, I should say. Right, I could make myself another chip and then set this thing to turn on only when we have nighttime temperatures. But then we've got issues of all of these things. Yeah, I don't know, man. We're in here so far. I could put another couple of these in there, then I'd have a greater pool of CO2 to pull from before it, pulls to a CO2 vacuum, in which case this just kind of stops working until the CO2 can come back in, and then it's limited by however quickly stuff can go in from the passive vent right here through here. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a thing. I should probably just keep working on our CO2 over there and just make sure that that is working as it should. All right, how are we doing? Okay. And then in here we have 192 moles of CO2, 4.43 thousand moles in there. That should be enough to fill up that room. So maybe we start working on getting this up and running. So I'm gonna need a, what am I gonna need? Well, one, I'm gonna need a ridiculous number of cables. So that's the first thing. So I do have another 50 here, so that should work. I'm gonna head upstairs and we're gonna set up, yeah, these stairs are not easy to traverse at all. Okay, so let's get this thing set up first so we, it's there and working as we need it to be. Can I go through the middle here? I cannot. Oh, and that's a glass door anyways. Okay, so I can go through the top here. All right. So that'll go over there. And I wanted the glass doors because, greenhouse, make it look nice. That one can go over there. Okay, so now I have cables in both of these, but I'm going to need to get these to go all the way across here. And then I'm going to need like a central place where this all gets its power from. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 puts us right there in the middle. And then this will be where we will go down into the main room, and we'll pull off of the main line down there, and that will feed up this entire thing, including both of the airlocks. Okay, so we just used a ridiculous amount of cable. All right, next. And then from here, we're also going to need a couple of active events, a couple of passive events. So all of that has to be done. So total of 4 passive events and 4 active events is what we'll need right now. All right. So that'll be 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Active event. We'll need 4 of these as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so that will be good there. Let's get these set up. Gotta go back upstairs. All right, first thing. This can go there. You do the same thing over here. All right. Then passive event out here. It's just going to pull it to a vacuum, so it doesn't really matter too much. I don't know why I went all the way over here instead of placing the other one, but whatever, it's fine. Now, we'll make these insulated pipes, even though I'm pretty sure they don't actually need to be. Okay, so that'll be good there. No, that needs to go like that. There we go. Okay. So we'll call this the north. I don't know if that's necessarily what it is, but like, where would north even be on this planet? I have no idea. All right, so or we just call this air vent 1. So door greenhouse 1. Oh, sorry. Let's do greenhouse interior 1. Okay, door greenhouse interior. Did I do int 2 or I did write it out? Okay. Okay, and that would be exterior actually. Confirm. All right, and then this thing, vent greenhouse exterior 1, vent greenhouse interior 1. Okay, let's get this all settled. We need one of these. Okay. Then that should, oh wait, we don't have power yet because that has to be connected here. Okay, so I can make a transformer, or yeah, let's just make a transformer. That'll be the easiest thing to do. I'm gonna need a big transformer. What does it take to make a big one? Steel and electrum. Oh, we have plenty of steel. I believe we also have plenty of electrum. So steel. How much electrum? 5. Okay. Yeah, we'll just give him that one. All right. So we'll make that. And that way, I don't know how much power the greenhouse is going to need. And then another thing I could do is set up another station battery up there, and then just have this feed the station battery from the transformer, and then have the greenhouse run off of the battery itself. That could work. That way, if I have a catastrophic failure of power, we would still be okay. Okay. And then for that, we're going to need a battery. Can't make the big ones yet. So that'll go there. That's going to take a little while. All right, so let's get this set up. Now, I don't know how much power I need to go into here. This thing is huge. Is it supposed to be this huge? Oh, I don't want to do that, because that puts gas into the room. That's going to be a problem. All right, let's just run that. Yeah, this is way too big. All right, so actually, if we're going to be doing this, okay, so one, this is too much. We don't need that. I can just set the battery up here and have the power run into the back of the battery, right, to charge it, and then have the front of the battery just run and power everything. I don't know why I didn't choose to do that the first time, but it's like, why would you transformer and then battery? Like, it doesn't compute. But that would then be one battery charging the other battery, but then again, I could probably also set up the generation to go into there. I don't know how that would work. I mean, like, how would that work? Oh, now I go up the stairs like they're natural. Like, what? Weird. All right, so if I put a battery here, right, we would run this out here, and then I would have to still run. But, like, do I want, like, a big battery in here? I think I don't. But I can still use this battery over here, so I can get, you know, another bit of charging in here. So let's do that. I need iron sheets? Okay. Iron sheets. All right. And we'll throw in some more coal or something so I have more power to run with over here. Right, you can go here. And that one is now on 2. All right. Then we need one of these things. Okay, that can go over that way. That way. All right, good to go. Okay, so a couple of batteries here. It's good. I'm going to throw some coal in there. I think I need more coal. Yeah, this is my last couple stacks of coal here. I think I went a little too crazy with the steel, but it's all right. Throw this in there. Get all the batteries charged up. Should be fine. Okay. So with the extra battery in here, I should be able to run this a little bit more. I mean, it is running right now, so actually, how's the CO2 temperature in here? It's Still at 118. It's not even dropping in temperature. Okay, but we're at 10 megapascals, which is kind of what I wanted. Do we have to be under? I don't remember how much stuff we actually have to have in here. Oh, and that's why. This is going to be really, really hot in here, probably. So that needs to go and be dumped into some sort of a heat sink. And I could technically just run that outside and use that as the heat sink, and then this would only really run at night, though. Is that a problem? I don't know. Let's just throw a vent on here. Yeah, it just needs to drop the power. Or sorry, drop the heat off. Because right now it's not really doing anything. So normally I would use this and connect it into the heat system, and then we would just keep on dumping, you know, all of this into there. Sir, can you go onto here, please? Thank you. All right. And then I turn that on. Let's turn that back off. Head outside real quick. Throw that vent on. And then we should hopefully... Sir. Okay, so a bunch of gas stuff over here. We need this. Okay. To go there. All right. All right. So with that, that should now be operational, at least at night. Okay, you can turn off. Power is okay for now, I guess. All right. So our CO2 is set up over here. I need to make just like a normal transformer. Just a normal little tiny transformer. We'll do what I was planning on doing before. For now. And then if I need to change it, I'll change it. Like, it'll be fine. All right. And then these little transformers don't actually use up too much in the way of resources, so that's good. Okay, so we need you. How does this go onto here? Yeah. Then I'm going to need some heavy duty cable. Do I have gold in here? I do. Okay. Hygiene is giving me issues again. But yeah, eventually we'll get to the point where we can actually live in this base, and then, you know, things will be better. Alright, so I will take that, turn those off, try to save power where we can. Thought I saw sparks flying for a minute there. Okay, so this needs to go into there, and then we'll set this up to, I don't know, like 2000, I guess. Okay, and then, sir. Did it get placed? It got placed. Nice. All right. Okay, so that should give us power here. Good. All right, now we need to set this thing up. Why can I not pick that up now? Are you kidding me? Hello? What the? Okay, stop. I don't know why it did that, but weird. Okay. Let's try not to drop that anywhere, ever. Oh, and then this is going to need to be named as well. So this is going to be sensor greenhouse airlock 1. Console greenhouse airlock 1. All right. So sensor, exterior door, interior door. And then these also need to be connected. Exterior, interior. All right. Set that to 0, confirm, set this to 0, confirm. All right. So airlock is now set up. Good. Next. All right. Can I get everything connected with the cables that I have? Probably not. Okay, that's it for those cables. We're doing on power, okay. Fully charged on 1, which is good. How much cable copper do we have in here? 19, all right. All right, power is at 47%, which should be okay for a little while. Till it says power critical. Then we got to do something. Okay, so I'll take these for now. Right, I need to run into here. All right, so that is all of these things now connected. All right, now vent greenhouse interior 2, vent greenhouse exterior 2, door greenhouse exterior 2. There we go. Sensor greenhouse airlock 2, then console greenhouse airlock 2. All right, so that should be good there. Let's get this set up. Okay, so exterior 2, okay. Vent exterior, okay. Oh, interior, okay. Door, no. Sensor, okay. Door, greenhouse, interior 2, yep, okay. Is that everything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes it is, okay. There we go. All right, so this airlock is now, should be functional now too. Except this, hang on. Check the exterior door, make sure it's the proper one. Vent, greenhouse, interior, exterior, okay. Door, greenhouse, exterior 2. Confirm. Confirm. This should not be here. Oh, I have 2. Okay. The exterior door on this side is mislabeled. Okay, just go up the stairs, dude. Yeah, okay. Let's rename this one. It's the first airlock. All right. That shouldn't change how everything is assigned. Okay, so now if we go into here, door, greenhouse, exterior 2. Okay, that is now locked. Good to go. All right. Excellent. Now we are over here. Good. And then just make sure we can get out this side. Excellent. All right. Good to go. Okay, so that is now done. See what else. Power in the suit still needs to be fixed. Yeah. All right. How are we doing over here with our temperature? Is it dropping now? No. Still isn't dropping. Set to 3.32. Okay. Pollutant. Okay, we want this to be in Celsius about 25 degrees. Three, 6, 4, 2. Well, no, 3.32 should be even colder though, right? Yeah. About 5 degrees. Okay. So why is it not cooling? Then 3,320. This should be, I think, higher. 3,420. I don't know if that's going to make a difference or not. But we want it to evaporate in here, not here. And then this needs to be at max because we want this to always condense. Temperature in here is 450 degrees. Okay. I feel like that's not correct somehow. 152, 130. And once we go through here, we're at 143 and 152 again. Inside of here, we're still at 118. All right. I still don't understand how all this crap works. I'm just going off of what I thought I did before, but I think I did it wrong. All right. How are we doing over here? Not much left in there. 89 walls left in there. Okay. Make sure this is not building up in pressure. Make sure that's not building up in pressure. Ooh, it's a little high. There we go. Now, granted, whatever doesn't get filtered out of here should be direct volatiles, right? So why couldn't I just have this go directly into there instead of having to go back through here and then recombine out, right? So yeah, let me okay, so I may end up changing this entire system for something that I know will work. And it will work even during the day. The only thing is it's going to use a lot of power, but I'm okay with that as long as it actually works. Okay. So now, if we're taking in all of the stuff, right? So I could technically put that back over there, and then this will just take in basically everything. Null reference, what? So that should be taking out a little bit of everything. And then however quickly I can pump it into here is how quickly it will go, I guess. So if I increase the pressure over here, that should force things through here a little bit faster, I would think. Rather than just relying on this to kind of flow in here, I could actually force it. Let me just give it a try and see if it works. It may work, it may not. Okay, so you need to go over here. And then I suppose it doesn't matter, I just need the power to be on that side. Now, is that going to blow this up? It definitely has a good pressure differential. Okay. It's kind of stabilizing at 11 megapascals. That's interesting. And that's just pure volatiles coming out of there. And then, oh, this is probably going to need to be taken out. Because if I had to guess, that's building up in pressure. Or not. No, that's still dropping in pressure. I mean, we're processing 11 moles per tick, so that's pretty good. That is dropping out pretty quick. This is 10 megapascals and dropping as well. All right, good. Yeah, it is. Because if we're getting just the two out of here once we're done, right, it doesn't make sense to. Oh, that needs to cool down. Start. Okay. Yeah, so it got too warm and it stopped condensing the pollutant out. All right, let's get this thing charged. All right, so the other system that I'm going to build instead of this phase change system is just going to be 3 stages of air conditioning, and it'll work at all times, night or day. It'll actually work better at night, but it will also work during the day. And the reason for the 3 stages is because you've got like 150 degrees of difference per stage, I think. So it's 450 degrees. But then again, I think that's 150 Kelvin. I don't know. It's fine. All right. So I'm just gonna take all of this nonsense apart, and then we'll just pump all of the stuff out of the system here, and then back into our pollutant, which I'll use for, I don't know, something. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. That does not need to be on anymore. Okay, so that should be forcing all of the pollutant out. Okay, apparently I need water and power. So let's go get that done. I don't know, like, see, if I understood the phase change and like how the phase change devices worked better, and how they integrate with each other, I think I would have an easier time building stuff like that, but I don't know, man. I need access to my suit battery. Thank you. How's our... That's pretty good. Let's get this going. We're night and out day. Okay. Let's hop in here. $28 degrees. Good to go. Cool it down a little bit. Okay. All right. So now I get to try to figure out, I mean, I know how to do it, technically. It's just getting it done is going to be the hard part. And then, I don't know, once I have like more space available, like I'll mess around with the phase change stuff, but like I don't even have like a functional base yet. So I figured let's just get it functional all the way first, and then we can mess around with, you know, phase change and stuff. But I need like a furnace that works. I need manufacturing area that works. I need a power collection area that works. I need just all of the things. All right, so we are going to change this to 0. Basically, we're just going to drain all the pollutant out of the system. And then once that's done, because I don't think this is actually doing anything. In fact, I'm fairly certain that it isn't doing anything. All right, so what have we got here? Okay, so we're almost done. 127 degrees, that's more than enough to keep everything liquid, so that's good. We have 253 liters in there, along with 9,000 moles. So as we cool that down, if we can cool that down, that should work out a little bit better. But we'll see how that goes. All right, how are we doing here? Okay, so that is draining, good. Now this should also eventually make its way up to here, because it just has to pass through here, and then, well, it's got to pressurize here too, so. We want to purge this to 0, I think. Or do we want to purge this to max? I don't know how this thing works, dude. All right. Tell you what. How about we just destroy it all and rebuild in the ashes? All right. So I need a wrench for that. All right. So let's just take this thing apart. Hand drill. All right. Then before everything decides to explode on me, Okay, so that should all be fine. All right. Now, hand drill. We need an angle grinder here. Okay, then what? Hand drill. And then hand drill again. Okay. Now that we've got all of this done, we just need to take everything else apart. And then this can go back as well. Have to be very, very careful that I don't disassemble anything I'm not supposed to. So that is all of this nonsense taken apart. All right. So let's grab all of the steel, throw it in here with the rest of my steel. All right, and then all of the pipe can go in there with the rest of my pipe. The phase change devices, which do not stack, can just go over here for now. Counterflow heat exchanger, I'm sure that'll be useful eventually, just not quite yet. All right, and then get rid of this. Pressure rig, that can go there. All right, and now we rip this apart. Okay. So, cables, check. All right. How are we doing over here? Assuming we're doing all right. Okay, so that is now done. Good. Which means that this should now be empty. It is not empty. Why is it not empty? Is this another one of those times where it like chooses not to work? Or is it just processing everything so quickly that you don't get a chance to see it? Okay, pressure is going down. Okay.
Hunger caution.
I suppose I forgot to eat when I went to get water. Okay, so we've got this whole thing set up. And now I need to cool it. All right. So we're going to need 3 atmospherics units. So we'll make those atmospherics. Good. Copper. Okay, there's one. Yeah, we'll only be able to make 3 of these, so that'll be fine. I'll just let that run. All right, so air conditioning unit. So we're gonna have our, what is the best way to consider this? Okay, so we need this to go here. So let's just set this up for now. Worry about the rest later. now that we have that, we need our stuff here. Okay, so this is going to be our refrigerant or our heat exchange medium, I guess would be the best way to put it. So on this one here, we're just going to be pulling in air from the outside, right? So all of the heat that we put in here will come from here. Now, this, of course, is going to be the input and the output of the next loop. So what we do here is we run this over to this side, and we leave a space for our wiring, and then we bring this back down to here, where we will then turn into the middle part again. Okay, and then our next atmospheric unit goes there. Not quite what I was looking for. All right, you can go there. All right, now this is our second stage, and then this one needs 2 spaces, so 1, 2, 3. This will be our third stage. Okay, now we take this stage. Now again, this is input and output over here, so they need to be connected because we're basically just cooling this loop. Okay, and again, leave room for the cables. All right, and these can go there, that can go there. All right. Screwdriver, all right. Okay. Now, I do want to see if I can control these, so I'm going to connect up both power and data. I'm going to have to get this side connected too. All right. So all of these, so this is basically just how it is, right? So we've got a couple of loops here. Now, another thing that we're going to want to do is to set up some of these so we have a greater volume to work with. So I'm going to set up 2 of those. So let's go utility. And we'll probably need 3 of these, actually. Do I have more iron? I need iron. Okay. Do I have iron in here? I have 31 grams of iron, but that's not going to be enough. All right. So this, at least I know how to make work properly. And then this is going to be our base cooling medium. That's going to be at 20 degrees, 15 degrees, whatever I choose to make it at. So this, we can actually hook that up too. And then we'll just complete this loop. And that'll go like that. Okay, so it's just 3 loops. Each one is connected into each other one. So this is going to be the hottest one. So this will take us from 600 down to 450 or something like that. And then from here, this one will take us from 450 down to 300. This one will take us from 300 down to 150 or something like that. Or we'll adjust it as it goes. It doesn't have to be exactly perfect 150 degree things. I could only use temperatures from 450 and lower because that'll allow me to get down to 0. And then, you know, there's quite a large part of the day that is available that is below 450. So it is another thing that I could do. All right. And how are we doing over here? You don't need to be on. How are we doing over here? 5.73 megapascals. Okay. And then my hygiene apparently is very bad. So that's fun. Okay. Let's get some food. Get some water. All right. So I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the air for a little bit, I guess. And I'm gonna end this video here. In the next one, we'll get going. I'll probably do some mining off camera or something like that just to get a bunch of iron. And then we'll start hooking up that cooling system, which I know will work. And then if I really, really want to, I could put in another stage. That could work too. And then I'm also going to need to pressurize each stage as well. So that'll be fun. But that should be relatively easy to do, so I'm not really too worried about that. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed, and if you did, hopefully you'll join me for the next one. But until then, have a good one.